Hey, what is up guys? Phoenix here, and welcome back to part 4 of my Springtrap pixel art tutorial. So, where we last left off, we did the right ear, and now we're going to do the teeth and a couple more details and see if we're closer to completing this thing. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to go onto the left side actually, and we're going to use black wool, and we're going to meet up right here, where we have these two blocks hanging out below. So we're going to work with the left one. On the left one, we're going to put one below it. So it's just two like that. And we're going to use that to start doing our diagonal work. So first thing we're going to do is go down into the left, two vertical. Then we're going to start going down into the right. So we're going to go down into the right, four vertical. Down into the right, one single block. Down into the right, two vertical. So we're just getting the secondary jawline going on now. So we're going to go down to the right again, a single, then six vertical. So down to the right, one single, then down to the right, six vertical. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the bottom block on that 6, we're going to go to the right of it. So this one right here, we're going to go to the right of it and add 2 going to the right. And now it's time to try to get the jagged shape of his teeth. So we're going to go up and to the right, 3 vertical. Whoops. Then from the top block on the 3 vertical we just placed, we're going to go to the right of it and put 2 blocks going to the right. So 1, 2. Then we're going to go to that final block. So it's just a lot of final block work. We're going to go down to the right, 5 vertical. And everything you should have should look like this now. From there, we're going to go to the bottom and the second to last block in the 5 we just placed. So the bottom one is this one, and the second to last is that one. And from the bottom block, we're going to put 1 to the right. And the second to last block, we're going to put 3 going to the right. So 1, 2, 3. From there, we're going to go down to the right from here, 2 vertical. Then we're going to go to the final block, the bottom one right here, and we're going to put 3 more blocks going to the right. 1, 2. To that final block, we're going to go below it and put 2 going down, then 2 to the right. So 1, 2 going down, then 2 to the right, 1, 2. So we just created like a weird L shape. And now we need to go up and to the right again before we start dipping back down. So we're going to go up and to the right, 3 flat. And then from that 3 flat, we're going to go down and to the right, 2 vertical. Down and to the right, 5 flat. 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, we're almost at the halfway point, so it should have like a divider now. So we're going to go down and to the right, 2 vertical. Down to the right, 2 flat. And then from that 2 flat, what we're going to do is on the right block, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 singles. And on the left block, so the left block, this one right here, we're going to go down 1 and then to the left 1. Now we're going to go back up to the 2 singles we just placed, and we're going to go to the final one right here, and we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical. Now from that 10 strip we just placed, we're going to still need more jaggedness in the teeth, so we're going to go down to the right from it 4 vertical, down to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go to this bottom block and we're going to do two things. First, we're going to go down to the left 2 flat. Then we're going to go to the right of it and put 1. Then we're going to go up 1. And it should look like this now. Now going to this block right here, this up one we just placed, whoops. We're going to go up and to the right of it, 2 flat. And then on the right block, we're going to put 3 on top of it, going straight up. 1, 2, 3. From there, we're going to go up and to the right, 4 flat. And on the 2 blocks to the right of the 4 flat, these 2 right here, we're going to put 1 on top of each of them. So 1, 1. And then we're going to continue going up and to the right until we have to come back down. So we're going to go up and to the right, 2 single. So 2 single just like that. And then from there, we're going to come back down. So we're going to go down and to the right, 3 singles. So 1, 2, 3. So it looks like it's even with that bottom block right there, as you can see. And now from those 3 singles we just placed, we're going to go down and to the right again before we start going back up. So we're going to go down and to the right, 2 flat. And then we're going to work off of this block right here by going up and to the right from it. So we'll choose the right block. We're going to go up and to the right, 4 vertical. 2, 3, 4. From there, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 single. 1, 2. Then up and to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go up and to the right, 1 single block. And from that single block, what we're going to do is we're going to go down and to the right from it just for more jaggedness. So down and to the right, 1 single block, just like that. And then we're back to going back up. So to it, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2. And everything should look like this right now. Pause the screen if you need to, but I'm pretty sure that everyone's following along just fine. Now from the top block into 2, we're going to go up and to the left from it. So this top block right here, up and to the left, 3 vertical, 2, 3. And we're just going to keep working with the top blocks. So we're going to go up and to the right from it, 1 single block. Then up and to the right again, 4 single, then up and to the right, 3 single. So let's do that real quick. Up and to the right, 4 vertical, not single. 4 vertical, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then up and to the right. And we see we already have some of this built. You see how we have 2 of these hanging out. Just add 1 more to the bottom of it and it should meet at a diagonal. And that's it. So if you have that, that's good job. That's the mouth. The lower part right here is going to be colored in with the skin color. The upper part's going to be skin color. The mouth, however, we're going to need some teeth. And then we're going to need to do the eyes and nose. So how much time we're at right now? 9 minutes. That's very good. Making a good time right now. So I think I might actually do the teeth this time around. So let's do just that. Actually, while I do the teeth, let me zoom out real quick. Yeah, I'm going to do teeth and then work my way up to the nose, then eyes. So for the teeth, we're going to go back to the left side now and switch to your white wool. So left side, and which point am I going to choose? We're going to choose that single block right there. So fly in this single block underneath the left turn scar right here. We're going to go to the left of it and put 2 white wool going to the left. 1, 2. Then we're going to create the frame of it kind of. So we to the left of it we put 1, but to not to the right, below it. I keep stuttering. Below it, we're just going to put 4 going straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we kind of need to make this meet up with that up there. So we're going to just go and add 2 to the left right here. 1, 2. And then just extend it up and then fill it in. So bring it up, fill it in. That's tooth number 1. Now let's go do tooth number 2. I'm going to do the top row first, and then I'm going to work my way to the bottom row of teeth. Actually, I'm just going to go from left to right. So, with this tooth already complete, we're going to switch to our black wool and put 1 layer of black underneath each of these white wool, like so. And you guys can kind of seal it in if you want, so it looks like the tooth is already like in place. Alright, so we're going to go to this layer of black below it, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to the 2 right blocks, these 2 right here, and we're going to put 1 below each of them. So 1, 1. On the left side, we're going to add 3 going down to what we already have. So we already have 1, add 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And on the right side, what we're going to do is we're going to extend it down 1 more. Then we're going to go down into the right 2. 2 vertical. So it should be even with what you have right here. Then we're going to go down into the left 2 vertical. As you can see, all that's left is these 2 spots right here. Just fill that in and you're done with this tooth. So now we're going to surround this tooth in black, just to say it's finished. Alright, now it's time for the next tooth. So the next tooth is going to be right here actually. So we're going to switch to our white wool. And on the left block right here, we're going to add 5 going straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, it touches right here at a diagonal, so that's a little key to realize if you did it correctly. But anyways, from this tooth, we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat, like that. Then down into the right 2 flat. As you can see, this tooth is kind of big and it's more square than the other ones. So we're going to go down into the right 1 single, then down into the left 3 vertical, and that should be it for the tooth. 1, 2, 3. So that's it for the tooth. Just fill in all these spaces right here. So let's just do that real quick. So the teeth now look, the tooth now looks like this. Now we're just going to surround it in black wool. Perfect. Now it's time for the next tooth, which is going to be on the top row. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up into this corner now. So let me zoom out so you can see it, that corner. And from there, we're going to switch to our white wool. And on the right side of the corner, we're going to extend it down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then from there, we're going to go down into the left 2 vertical. So it should look exactly like this. And from the bottom block and the 2 vertical we just placed, we're going to add 2 going to the left of it. So 1, 2. Then we're going to go up and to the left from it, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally, to finish it up, we're going to go up above this one, put 3 going to the left. So 1, 2, 3. And then up above this final one, we're just going to have 1 coming up. And that's it for that tooth. So now it's time to surround it in black after we fill in this area right. So it's filled in. Now we're going to surround it in black and start the next tooth. So surround it real quick. Alright, good. Now it's time for a bottom row tooth. So for this tooth, in fact, we're going to be just below this kind of. So let's start down here in this little pit. And what we're going to do is just put 2 flat white wool like this in the pit. So the pit's just below that tooth we just built, right here. And from here, we're going to go up and to the right 2 flat, up and to the right 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. Then from the top block and the 3 vertical we just placed, we're going to put 1 going to the left. So it looks like this. Then we're going to go up and to the left 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and to the left 2 flat. And we're going to do all of our work right now with the left block right here. So with that left block, we're going to put 1 going down, down into the left 2 vertical, then down into the right 1 to finish the tooth. So it should look like this all in all. And now we're just going to fill in all the colors and then surround it in black. Alright, next we're going to go up into this pocket right here for the next tooth. So going up there, we're going to switch to our right wool and put 2 going straight down, just like that. Then we're going to go down into the right from here, 3 flat, so 1, 2, 3. So now that we have that, we're going to go to the left side, and you see how we have these 2 vertical right here? We're going to put 1 more right here, so it creates this whole pocket filled in. Then we're going to go down into the left from there. And actually, let me see something real quick. Did I do this correctly? Alright, anyways, that's weird. It's very weird. We're going to go to the 3 right here. And on the right block, we're going to put 3 below it. So going straight down. 1, 2, 3. Then to the left of that block we just created, we're going to put 4 more going to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go up and to the left 4. And this is going to be 4 flat, I forgot to mention. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're just going to bring it straight up and color that in for a tooth. And it's surrounded in black. Alright, so I'm going to actually wait till it stops raining, so I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll see you guys once it stops raining, hopefully. Right there, waiting for the rain to stop, I fell asleep, and I ended up sleeping for a while, so that kind of helps. I'm a little bit more energized, and I'm ready to do this tutorial. So we're going to do the next tooth, which should be directly below this, and we're going to drop down to this little gap right here. So for this gap, we're going to fill in right here, this lowest part right here, with a 2x2 brick of white wool, so it should look like this. Now from that brick, I keep stuttering, Jesus. I'm going to slow down, guys, so I'm going to slow down my speech so that way I don't keep stuttering for you guys. So from that 2x2 brick, we're going to go up and to the left 1 single block, up and to the left 3 flat, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go up and to the left 4 vertical from there. 4. And now what we're going to do to complete this tooth is we're going to go to the right side of the 2x2 brick we just created, and we're going to go right 1 white wool, up and to the right 6 white wool, going straight up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it should be equal in height to that side over there. So all we gotta do is just drag it over and then fill it in. Perfecto mundo. So fill it in, white wool all over, and then we're gonna surround it with black wool. So that's it for that tooth. Now for the next tooth, we're going to start on the upper part right there. So we already have this going on. We're going to the right of that. So let's just choose the lowest black wool right here. So hopefully you guys are surrounding your teeth just like I am. So you should have this 1 layer of black wool surrounding it. We're going to choose this bottom piece right here. And just so you know, the corner is not there. This bottom piece next to the last white wool. We're going to put 3 going to the right. So we already have 1. Just add 2 more to the right of it. 1, 2. So it ends up being 3 flat pieces of black wool, just like that. And now let's start the next tooth. So next to that, we're going to switch to our white wool. And we're going to put 1 piece of white wool and then just drag it straight up. So you should have that. So it should be touching this black wool at the top right here, and then you just have this 1 white wool at the top. And from that white wool at the top, we're going to put 5 going to the right, and it should touch the wall over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So perfect. We're doing really good with this tooth. Now let's just keep shaping it out. So we're going to go down and to the right from here. 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And now all we have to do is go down 2 more from what we already have. So we just add 2 below this. 1, 2. Then we're going to go down and to the left. 1. Actually, we're not. Instead, we're just going to drag it over until we meet what we already have. So I'm making a minor change to it. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. Actually, I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to change it. Sorry about that. So we're going to do that like we just did, connect it, except on the lower level. So below this, we're going to skip this one. This one right here, we'll put 1 below it, and that's it. That was the minor change. I was going to leave that and just put it black, but I figure it's just 1 block. We don't need to make changes yet. Look like this. And now let's surround the tooth with black wool. This point. So as we go along, you guys can pause the video and just make sure everything's filled in with black, just so you guys don't have to do so much filling in later. Saves you some time now. But anyways, let's move on to the next tooth. So the next tooth is going to be below this one. We're going to drop down to right here. And you see how we already have this built on this tooth? We're going to actually work off of this. So what we need to do is this layer of black wool that we have to the right of the tooth, we're going to extend it over 1 more each. So 1, 1, 1. And then we're going to start our tooth from there. So it should be lined up with this layer of white, this top layer of white, as you can see. And then there's 2. And then to the right of that, we're going to add another 8 white wool going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now the 8th block right there, we're just going to put 3 below it, and it should touch right here. So put 3 going down. 1, 2, 3. And like I said, it touched down, so that means it's good. Let's just fill in the rest of it with white wool and then surround it with black wool. So fill in everything now, right here. And then surround it with black wool. And that tooth was pretty easy, went pretty quickly. Alright, so that's good. As you can see, we're approaching the end right here, so we're almost done with the teeth completely, which is wonderful. So we're going to go up now and do another top row tooth, and it's going to actually be up in this corner right here. So pretty much every one of the teeth take place in a corner. So that's why the shapes were made like that. So I guess that's a tell sign that the tooth goes there. So the tooth is going to go up in this corner right here. And we'll switch to our white wool. And in that corner, what we're going to do is just come down to 3. So 1, 2, 3 on the right side. And on the left side, we're going to come down to 2. So 1, 2. So it should look like this. And I'm going to work with the left side first, then the right side, and then we'll bring it together and complete the tooth. So on the left side, we're going to come down from it, down to the left, 2 vertical twice. So 1, 2, 2 vertical just like that, twice. So this is 1, and here's 2. Now we're going to jump to the right side. So from the right side where we have the 3 right here, we're going to go down into the right, 1 single, down into the right, 2 flat. Then finally, we're going to go down into the right, 2 flat again. And on the left block in that 2 flat, we're going to put 1 below it, and it should be equal to the level of this one over here. So we're just going to extend it over and fill it in. Perfect. So now fill it in, and then surround it in black wool for the tooth shape. This one came out looking really well. Now let's do the bottom row. So we're going to come down below it right here in this corner. So it's a little bit to the left of what we just built. down in this corner, you see this gap right here. That's where the next tooth is going to be. So we're going to switch to our white wool. And on the left side of the gap right here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to build, would it take more time to do the right side or left side? Let's do the left side. So in this lowest point right here, we're going to go up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it should be equal in height to the white wool over here. So you see, if we just bring it over, you see how they're equal in height. I mean, they finish at the same spot. That's your sign that you did well. 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go up and to the right 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And now from there, it's pretty simple what we're going to do. We're going to switch to our black wool. And before we fill it in, we're just going to put 1 black wool below the end of this 3 flat right here. So you see how we have 3 right here. The right one right here. We're going to put 1 below it. And then everything else is going to be filled in with white wool. So let's just fill that in real quick. Alright. Now let's switch to our black wool and, coat the layer like we do. We've been coating them around with black wool. It's just 1 layer thick. There we go. So looking at the right camera screen, I'm really liking how it's coming out so far. I think we only have 2 teeth left. Actually, it's 3. But the last 2 are kind of tiny, so let's just get it done. So we have no more upper bound teeth. We just have like 2 corner teeth right there, and then 1 tooth down here. So we're going to switch to our white wool. And for the bottom tooth right here, what we're going to do is, you see where we have these. Then we're going to go up and to the right 2 vertical. Let's see. Oh, this gap right here, actually, we didn't fill this in because it's a minor detail. So we'll just do that real quick. So switch over to your black wool. And to the right of each of these white wool we just placed, we're going to put 1 black wool. So 1 right here and 1 right there. And now let's switch back to our white wool. So now, switching back to our white wool, we're going to put 1 block to the left of this top white wool. Then we're going to go on top of this 1 block we just placed and put 1 on top of it. Then we're going to go up and to the left from here, 4 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from that top block right there, we're going to put 1 to the right. And what I actually want to do now is go back down here and try to loop it all around and make it meet up with that point. So we're going to go back down to this 2 vertical we started with right here. We're going to go up and to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Now from that top block, we're going to go to the right and add 1 block. Then we're going to go, and here's another minor detail that I missed out earlier, so we're going to switch to our black wool. You see how we have these single blocks right here? Next to this middle top one right here, we're going to put 1 black wool to the left and 1 black wool to the right. And now we can actually finish our tooth. So switch back to your white wool, and now you see how we have this 1 block by itself. We're going to put 1 on top of it. Then we're going to go up and to the right, 2 flat. Then on top of this 2 flat, still starting right here, we're going to put 5 white wool going to the left, and it should meet there at a corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now fill in the tooth and then coat it in a layer of black wool. And now all we have to do are the 2 deformed-ish kind of teeth in the corner over there. So let's do that right now. So I'm actually going to start with the tooth that's above here and then do the corner one last. Because remember I told you in 2 tutorials ago, right here we're supposed to be 4 blocks high, but we accidentally did it 5. So we're just going to see if it makes any weird toothish, like jagged shapes, and if it does, it's whatever. So first off, I'm going to make an adjustment right here. So we're going to come back down to this tooth, and we're going to start at this top row right here where we have the 5. Go to the second to last one on the right here, and we're going to switch the black wool on top of it with a white wool. And we're going to use this to start for to measure our point for the next tooth. So measuring from this black wool, we're going to put one black wool on top, one black wool to the right, then two flat white wool to the right of that. 1, 2. So we have this. Now from that two flat we just created, we're going to go up and to the left one and up and to the right one on each side. So now on the left side, we're going to go from this piece right here, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Then we're going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical again, 1, 2. And now the bottom block right here, this bottom one, we're going to do 2 things from it. Actually, no, 1 thing, but we're going to use it to branch off. So the 1 thing we're going to do is just add 2 blocks going to the throat. Started speeding up my speech. To do to complete this tooth is just bring this part straight up. So stand it straight up, and then just fill in the tooth right there. So there's going to be this little gap in the bottom right here. That's okay. That's going to be black wool. So your tooth should look like this. And I'll just surround it in black wool real quick. Alright, so your tooth should look like this. And now for the final part of the tooth, or the final tooth corner thingy, we're going to go above this 2 flat black wool we have right here. So above the right one, we're going to put 1 white wool on top of it, so right here. Then we're going to go to the right 1, up 2, right 1, up 1. And that's it for that tooth. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to black wool and color a coat around it. Perfect. So now you guys are actually done with the mouth completely. You guys can fill in all those little holes right there with black wool. And what I'm going to do for this tutorial is I'm going to try something new, because somebody said the yellow didn't look so well. So I'm going to try, what is this? Lime stained clay when I fill in the face later, and hopefully if it looks good I might release a version 2.0 spring trap with the lime stained clay. And if anybody actually beats me to it and posts and like finishes my tutorial and has the lime stained one that they want to send a picture of, just tell me how it looks and let me know. But otherwise I think I'm going to fill in my original one with lime stained and just show how it looks and just see if anybody likes the difference. Anyways, I think we're out of time. Yeah, we are. So I was planning on doing the mouth and the nose, but I think we're gonna have to do the nose and a little bit more detail next time, and then 6th video fish it up. So thanks for tuning in, guys.